Good morning, Liberty County class of 2020. My name is Janice Baker Lane, class of 1998. Today is an exciting day, though it's unique, though it's different, and it's not as you had planned. But today we are celebrating each of you and to culminate all of your years in elementary, middle, and high school. All of your milestones, all of your accomplishments. Today, I'm standing at Donnell Wood Stadium, and this would have been your venue for your high school graduation to celebrate with your family and friends. But though you're not here to receive your diploma here today, know that there's no place that you cannot go. There's no goal that you can't reach. Remember where you come from. All of your high school memories, cherish them, and always do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. I have a few other Liberty County alums that want to wish you well. So stay tuned as this video continues, and congratulations on your high school graduation and welcome to the alumni.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Lori Kirk, LCHS, class of 1997. Due to the recent pandemic caused by COVID-19, this year has shown just how quick things can be taken from you. There will be many unexpected things that will happen throughout your life. It's the way you deal with them that will determine your success. I'm very proud of the determination and cooperation you all have shown during these last few months. Being able to adapt and adjust to get the job done shows just how independent you all have become. Good luck in your future. Your life is an open book. Make it a great one.
Congratulations to the 2020 graduating class from Liberty County High School. My name is Carl Varnado, and I am a proud 1995 graduate of our alma mater. Despite the circumstances ushered in by the novel COVID-19 pandemic and the sweeping changes that have been ushered in over the past several weeks and months, I want you to know that all of us in the Liberty County High School alumni family are proud of your accomplishments. We are proud of the work that you have put in to get to this point, and we are proud to have you join the ranks of Liberty County alumni. We look forward to enjoying and watching your future success and wish you all the best in future endeavors. God bless.
Hello everyone, my name is Leah Poole. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Liberty County Chamber of Commerce and Convention and Visitors Bureau. I was Liberty County High School class of 1999. As you graduate today, I wish you much success and in your future endeavors. And also, we are super proud of you for everything you've gone through since COVID-19 started. I'd like to leave you with these words from George Saunders. Do all the other things, the ambitious things. Travel, get rich, get famous, innovate, lead, fall in love, make and lose fortunes. But as you do, to the extent that you can, err in the direction of kindness. Congratulations.
What's up, you guys? My name is Freddie Maxwell Jr., and I'm a class 2014. I am a professional basketball player currently in Brazil right now. We're in quarantine, and I just want to wish class 2020 congratulations on graduating. And I'm proud of you guys for fighting it through, because the situation we're going through, I know that's not the graduation you guys wanted, but I hope that you guys have a successful future and good luck. And graduating is a big accomplishment, and it's just another stepping stone of what you want to do and what you want to be in life. So I just want to tell you guys one more time, congratulations and good luck in the future.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, this is Pam Rogers Proman from the class of 1998, the last of the real class. Just signing in to tell the class of 2020, congratulations, you've done it. Sorry the coronavirus may have dampened a few of your plans, but the memories you have made over the past 4 years at Liberty County High School are priceless, and they will remain with you for the rest of your life. So soak it all in, enjoy, take what you've learned to continue your success, and I wish you nothing but good luck. And again, congratulations. Always a Panther.
How y'all doing? This is Jordan McCurry. I just want to personally say congratulations to the class of 2020. You guys have done a great job despite everything that's going on. Your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are doing in the future. Congratulations.
Good morning, Liberty County High School graduating class of 2020. I am honored to stand before you this morning alongside your parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, and extended family to celebrate this milestone event. As you prepare to move from one level to the next, we cannot help but to reflect on all the many accomplishments that you have experienced as a scholar, and most importantly, as a high school scholar culminating at Liberty County High School. I would like for you to appreciate the amazing faculty and staff that stood behind you, believed in you, and encouraged you over the span of your educational journey, to include our current administrative staff that you share special relationships with, Ms. Sophia Smoke, Mr. Kevin Van Houten, and probably the most time spent with Dr. Warnella Wilder. When I met many of you some 7 years ago as a middle school student, we had no idea that we would cross paths again. When we reconnected in August of 2019 as your new administrator at 3216 East Overthorpe Highway, Liberty County High School, we all were so excited to all that year would hold. You were motivated and ready to go. We are ready to turn up with the class of 2020, is what you immediately stated to me. As we endured the discipline changes, the technology changes, little did we know how this was preparing us for a time as this. We progressed through the school year with so much excitement, decorated hallways, team spirit, and so much enthusiasm for learning. We watched and congratulated you so many accomplishments along the way. We celebrated victories and encouraged defeats. We are so proud of this graduating class because you worked extremely hard to reach this milestone. You are a chosen generation, destined for success to go out into this world and make a difference because you are essential. You are essential to your parents and your friends. Watching the bonds that you share just in your interactions in the hallways, you have developed friendships that will last forever. I watched as you came together to memorialize and remember a classmate. I watched as you wanted to make sure his name was called and remembered with the class of 2020. That makes you an essential friend. You supported and cheered for each other, and you encouraged each other in athletics, competition, and academics. You are essential to your family, and for that, you should be proud as you are standing with or sitting next to people who love, support, and cares about you. They have sacrificed, and yes, there may have been some very large sacrifices because they love you. They have encouraged and motivated you to get to this point. And I know there were some challenges. Your family did not give up, and for that, you should be forever thankful to them. You are indeed essential to your family. And my last point, as the term essential has developed and include many groups of people within the last 3 months. But back some 18 plus years ago, there must have been some knowledge that at a time such as this, our Creator would need some young people who could persevere and endure. So he chose this unique group to be called the Class of 2020. For during a time as this, in a place like this, under circumstances as this, he chose you to be among these essential graduates. This class, who could be creative enough to enjoy a virtual prom, intellectual enough to navigate online learning, and savvy enough to organize other events remotely. Graduating class of 2020 You will always and forever be essential to me because you are my first graduating class. I love you for your perseverance, your dedication, and your ability to endure. Go forth, taking all of the life experiences and academic lessons learned to make a difference in this world and continue to be essential. As you move on to your next level of education at Georgia Southern, Georgia State, University of Georgia, Clark Atlanta, Tuskegee University, Savannah State, or whichever college you may choose to attend. As you begin a career in the United States Army, Navy, or Air Force, remember that you existed during a time as this. Therefore, you have no choice but to be essential. Go forth, Liberty County High School, class of 2020. Congratulations to each of you. You are an essential graduate.
Congratulations, class of 2020. It is an exciting time to be graduating from high school. And on behalf of the Board of Education, we wish you the very best. Yes, it is a year that will go down in history as none other. But you have worked hard and deserve your graduation. So for you and your parents, we say best wishes, whether it is the workplace, whether it's the military or college. We wish you the best.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. I would like to begin by recognizing the Superintendent, Dr. Franklin Perry, board members of the Liberty County Board of Education, administrators, elected officials, and members of our Fort Stewart community. Next, I would like to thank the parents, family members, and friends for coming to celebrate with the class of 2020. Most importantly, I would like to thank God because without Him, none of this would be possible. First off, I would like to start by congratulating the Liberty County High School class of 2020 for making it to this very special moment. I would also like to thank our teachers because their knowledgeable teachings and encouraging words have helped us make it thus far. In the past 4 years, we have been through so much together. During our freshman year, we were excited to finally have made it to high school, yet nervous because it was such a huge change. While we were trying to adjust to our new way of life, we were hit by the major Hurricane Matthew that caused us to be out of school for some time. We also made new friends and just enjoyed the fact that we were finally able to call ourselves high schoolers. In our sophomore year, we were finally starting to get the hang of things. Classes, scheduling, and school events all became easier to navigate. We realized the importance of high school, so we began to take our grades more serious, but still made time to enjoy ourselves. During our junior year, we were all hit hard and extremely saddened when we lost our fellow classmate, Albert Spud Dahl. He is deeply missed and will always have a special place in our hearts. Although he is not physically here right now, he is here in our hearts and our spirit as we celebrate this moment. Our senior year started out strong. We were excited that we finally made it to our last year of high school. It was time to start preparing for our next journey in life as we finished our final classes. We had an enjoyable homecoming week and even got to experience our first and last high school homecoming dance. Many of us even experienced senior night. We became more excited when it was time to order our senior merchandise and our caps and gowns. The fact that graduation was getting closer and closer by the minute was starting to sink in. Sadly, our senior year was cut short due to the pandemic. We missed out on having our last prom, our senior week, and even the chance to hug our friends goodbye in the hallways. When hearing the news that we would never be returning to school and that our graduation was in jeopardy, at first some of us were discouraged, some of us wanted to give up completely, and some of us could do nothing but cry. In the end, however, we made it through these difficult times by staying dedicated to finishing the course. Although it seemed like we would never make it to this moment, look where we are now. We have gone through so much as a class, yet we're here in our caps and gowns, ready to receive our diploma in hand. This shows that we can persevere through anything. This chapter of our lives is coming to an end, and the next chapter of our lives is about to start. From the wise words of Denzel Washington, never be discouraged, never look back, give everything you've got, and when you fall throughout life, fall forward. Even though things may get hard and life may be throwing you obstacle after obstacle, I want you all to remember to never give up, because I believe that all of us will accomplish great things in life. The next chapter in our lives will definitely not be easy. In addition to our personal issues that we will have to face, there will also be much bigger issues that will come our way, such as dealing with racism, sexism, environmental issues, the uncertainty of the future brought on by the pandemic that our nation and the world are facing right now, and much more. However, when faced with such issues, instead of complaining about it, take action against them, because complaining doesn't change anything. Not only can you take action by registering to vote, but actually vote so that your voice can be heard. In this age of technology, you could even start a social media campaign so that others can join to raise awareness of these issues. Today, there are so many ways to become involved and make a difference. We have the ability to become the Martin Luther King Jr. or the Susan B. Anthony of our generation and change the world. Whichever way your life goes after this chapter comes to an end is up to you. You are in control of your own life because you are the only person who can stop yourself from achieving your dreams. If your dream is to become a professional football player, or if your dream is to own your own business, whatever your dream is, always believe in yourself. Never listen to anyone who discourages you and says you can't, not even your own self. I've learned in life that the word can't should never be in anyone's vocabulary because it only stops you from moving forward in life. Instead of saying I can't, say I will. By using manifestation and truly believing in whatever you want to do, your dreams will come to pass. In closing, I encourage all of us to look back on our senior year in a positive light. Don't dwell on the fact that it was cut short, but remember all these memories that made it amazing. After all, I would say that we are the most unique and best class that has ever graduated in the history of graduations from Liberty County High School. I mean, who else can say that their senior year was cut short by a global pandemic? Yet, we still were able to make it through the most difficult times because we are here today. So if any other class tries to say they are the best, be sure to make it known to them that the class of 20 was the best class to ever graduate in the world. On a more serious note, congratulations Liberty County High School class of 2020. We made it. I would also like to wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Know that you can do whatever you put your mind to and that you will achieve greatness. Thank you.
Here we are, the senior class of 2020. We made it. Pat yourself on the back, give your neighbor or whoever you're beside a high five, and loosen up a little bit. The hard part's over. We have officially graduated high school. Congratulations. We're done. 100% finito. The hard part is over, and we're now here to celebrate, commemorate, and reflect upon all of our hard work and achievement. Let me make this clear. Each and every one of you should be proud of what you have accomplished in these past 13 years of schooling. We have hit a milestone in our lives and finished yet another thrilling and exciting chapter of this book we call life. I wouldn't rather be here to celebrate this great moment with you, with anyone else, so I'm glad to have shared this journey with you all. Before I say anything else, I have to take a moment and thank you all for everything. And I mean everything. First and foremost, I would like to thank my mom for being my #1 fan and my cornerstone to lean on during tough times. And my dad for teaching me what it means to be a good man and for passing on those invaluable life lessons that follow. To all the parents out there, just know how much you mean to your children. Your support and unconditional love is what keeps us going every day. I'd also like to thank my grandparents, whose presence in my life and upbringing means more than words alone can express. To the LCHS administrators and faculty, thank you for the immense opportunities that you have given me as a student in this county and for allowing me to grow as an individual, team player, and leader. Your support for myself and my fellow graduates has been unparalleled, and for that, we thank you. To the teachers who make daily sacrifices for the school system and the students they serve, thank you. It was an absolute honor and a privilege to have been instructed, guided, and advised by you for the past 4 years. And my peers and I have built relationships with you all that will last a lifetime. And finally, to my fellow graduates, my brothers and sisters from the home of the mighty Panthers, thank you. We have been through it all, thick and thin, good and bad, happy and sad, and we have made it out on top. I could not have asked for a finer group of people to be alongside me during these past 4 years, and seeing you all here today, knowing that you graduated along beside me, I'm reminded of the great times and memories that we have had and that can never be taken from us. Once again, thank you. As the class of 2020, I think I speak for us all when I say that it has not been easy. Every generation seems to experience some event, some unforeseen and disastrous moment that affects them deeply on a nationwide scale. For us, in this year, that something was coronavirus. And yes, the impact that COVID-19 has had on our senior year will be felt by many for some time. But that isn't the only thing that we have had to face along the road. And just as we will with this viral pandemic, we've dug deep, leaned on each other, and pushed through. We were the class born directly during the confusion and violence of 9/11, the day when the World Trade Center and Pentagon were struck by terrorists. We have grown up in chaotic times where the nation is at war and our future seems to be consistently uncertain and tumultuous. And just as we have gained new friends along the way, we lost a very dear one last January, and I like to think that he's with us right now in this defining moment. Even when facing hardships like none other, it has been our strength, our determination, our support for one another, and our will to push forward that will define us for generations to come, and I know that we are stronger for it. As we look ahead to our bright future, I would like to touch upon a few things I believe can benefit us greatly as we move on to college, the military, the workforce, and beyond. These are just a few little tips, if you will, that I have gathered over my years in high school, and I would like to share them with you all. Firstly, I would challenge you to challenge yourself and continually seek self-improvement in every aspect of your life. A smart man once told me, the biggest room in my house is the room for self-improvement. And ever since I heard that phrase, I framed it and placed it over my mantle of my metaphorical house. The very essence of education that we have received can be traced back to self-improvement, as we strive to learn more, and in doing so, realize both our own potential and our visions for a better world. You know, it used to be that the sky was the limit, but nowadays we have astronauts, so that phrase doesn't really apply anymore. Now, the only limit we have is the one we place on ourselves. That doesn't mean that we'll achieve our dreams overnight, but should we make a plan, work hard enough, and believe in ourselves and our abilities, then we'll get there. Choose to view every challenge and every obstacle on your path as an opportunity to grow and to learn. Then, I ask that you determine in your hearts to simply be a good person. It's really not that hard to do, and has more of a powerful impact than you may realize. Just choosing to be happy and choosing to help others as you can. can make a world of difference. It is often the smallest acts of kindness that can positively change another person's life. And when you help other people, I can guarantee you that you're helping yourself along the way. One nice word, one positive action, even simply a smile, can alter the course of someone else's day. And if you have ever been the recipient of such an action, then you know how meaningful it truly can be. Be people of integrity, so that when you lay your head down at night, you can be confident in what you did that day. And you can do it with no regrets. Even when no one is looking, even when there's no reward in it, even if there may be a negative outcome for yourself, do the right thing. Do right by yourselves and do right by others. And, as a wise Jedi Master once said, your focus determines your reality. If you strive to look for the positives, joy, and wonder of the world, then trust me, you'll find it. Alternatively, should you choose to focus on everything that is bad, unjust, and terrible, you'll find that too. Choose to dwell on the positives, be a person of integrity, and aid those around you, and your life will possess meaning, purpose, and joy. Embrace the opportunities put in front of you. Much of the reason for where I am today can be summed up in those words. When I see an opportunity, I take a little time to think on it, make sure it's right for me, and I go full forward, full steam ahead. There are always opportunities to grow and succeed if you look around. Opportunities can come in any shape and any size, and they are oftentimes different for all of us. For myself right now, it has come in the form of college, ROTC, and the military. For you, it may be a job promotion, a new location, a loved one. Wherever it is, once you find it, don't hesitate or second guess yourself. George W. Cecil said something on this topic that has become my mantra of sorts concerning opportunities. On the plains of hesitation bleached the bones of countless millions who, at the dawn of decision, sat down to wait, and waiting died. While sobering, this powerful message perfectly depicts how we should think when being presented any opportunity, and I hope you remember it for your future. In everything you do, strive for success. Now, success can mean different things to different people, but that doesn't change my message. Strive for success, and when failure inevitably rolls around, don't let him stop you. Keep pushing. Bill Gates coined the term, success is a lousy teacher. And he's right. We often learn more by failing, realizing what we did wrong, and then picking ourselves back up while making that goal we were chasing even better. I've dealt with this personally, as it's not a secret that I initially wanted to go to West Point. Long story short, I didn't make it. And at first, I was crushed. It had been my dream for some time. But that didn't stop me from pushing forward. And now as I go on to UGA, I'll be an Army ROTC cadet and still achieve my dream of becoming an Army officer. And I know that it's right for me, and that's what's important. In the end, I learned more about myself, my dreams, and my goals by failing rather than succeeding. We've all dealt with failure before, but what defines our success is what comes after the failure and how we choose to face it. Take what you learned here in your lives up to this point, strive forward, and find your success. I want to hear all about you guys in the years to come. I want to hear about the new businesses, the new athletic stars, and new leaders, all coming from our very own Liberty County. And Markel, when you go up to West Point, know that I'll be watching you at Mikey Stadium, kicking butt on that football field. Hoo-ah, go Army! My final point is this: be true to yourself. At the end of the day, you are the one who has to share the same mind space as you. So you might as well be comfortable with who you are and what you've done. Above all, do what is right and be yourself so that when you wake up and look in the mirror, you like what you see. There will be tough times ahead, and it is when your situation is at its worst that you need to be at your best. Confide in your friends, fall back upon your character and what you have learned, and purpose in your heart to keep pushing forward. When it comes down to it, you are ultimately the only one who can be the catalyst for positive change in your life. And that comes from staying true to your values, following your moral compass, and having the perseverance to see it all through. And I'd like to leave you all with this scripture that I've used as a guide for my life, in the hopes that it blesses you as it has for me for so many years. Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 8. Don't worry about anything, but in everything, through prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses every thought, will guard against your hearts and your minds of Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any moral excellence, and if there is any praise, dwell on these things. Thank you.
Dr. Perry and the Liberty County Board of Education, as principal of Liberty County High School, I present to you the class of 2020. These students have successfully completed the prescribed course of study required by the Georgia Department of Education and the Liberty County School Board. Each student has earned the academic credential that is about to be conferred upon him or her. I approve of and recommend these candidates to you.
Thank you, Principal Frazier. By the power invested in me by the state of Georgia and the Liberty County Board of Education, I now authorize you to confer upon each of these graduates their high school diploma with all rights, privileges, responsibilities there appertaining to.
Good morning. The graduating class of 2020 would like to thank and acknowledge Dr. Franklin D. Perry, Superintendent of the Liberty County School System, Mrs. Lily H. Baker, Chairman of the Liberty County Board of Education, Mrs. Carol Guyette, District 3 Representative and Vice Chair of Liberty County Board of Education, Mrs. Verdell Jones, District 1 Representative, Ms. Carolyn Smith Carter, District 2 Representative, Mr. James Johns, District 4 Representative, Dr. Shantae Baker Martin, District 5 Representative, Mrs. Danita T. Strickland, District 6 Representative, Executive Cabinet members, Liberty County High School Governance Team, LCHS alumni, faculty, staff, students, family, friends, and elected and appointed officials, active duty military personnel, and veterans. The red, white, and blue cords that are being worn by our graduates symbolize that at some point during their 4 years of high school, a parent was deployed for military service or served on active duty military service. As president of the senior class, we sincerely thank you.